YouTube has gone. Buster here, adventure biker. I've tried to do this video about 10 times on the way up here. So, what's the news? So, if you follow me on Facebook, you'll have noticed that I've put an event up for next year. And the event next year is the road to Gibraltar. So that's the big trip that's happening next year for me. So why September? Because I want to leave the start of the year open, because I may be planning a 6-day trip to Europe. The end of June is obviously the ABR. Excuse me. July, August, it's the Scottish school summer holidays. They're really frowning upon you take the kids out of term, so I'm going to be going away with my son for a week in either July or August. And then September we're going to Gibraltar. Also the fact that I don't fancy going to Gibraltar or riding through Spain in the hottest months of the year. So September it is. So at the moment, officially and 100%, the people that are going is me. At the moment, the two boys with the Teneries, they say they're definitely going. But for knowing them for the full length of time that I've known them, that's only going to be 100% when they're actually on the trip. So, but they say at the moment they're going. My brother Stevie, that's not 100% yet either. And Scottish Biker Abroad, for the conversation I had with him last night when he came for a visit, I think it's a no for him. He's not going. Now what he did say is, he did say, why no do it in May? I want to leave May open. So, Gibraltar trip, it's over 16 days. We leave on Saturday the 5th of September 2026 and that's all we're doing is going from East Ayrshire all the way to Cali in one day, 460 miles. We've got the full day to do it. We'll not be stopping off anywhere between here and fucking Cali, apart from obviously fuel stops and coffee stops and stuff. So the official day, the official trip starts on the 6th of September from Cali. And then Cali, we obviously head south through France, a wee bit of the Pyrenees, and then to Spain, and then all the way down to Gibraltar. So the route's planned. That's it, the route's planned. The date's set, the route's planned. The only thing that's no planned is hotels, because I'm going to do it the way we did Budapest, which is basically get up in the morning, ride to like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, see how everybody feels, and then book the hotel accordingly. Because when we did Budapest, some days we did well over the estimated mileage. We averaged about 220 mile a day, that's what we estimated, and some days we were doing well over that. So that's the way I'm going to do it. I have plotted stops on the route. So from Cali, I think the first stop is like 240 miles, the next one's 260, next one's 250. So yeah, averaging about 250 to 260 miles a day. The last day, getting to Gibraltar is the big one, which is 300 miles. But I've also gave us a full day in Gibraltar and a spare day. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I reckon we'll do more. I mean, the other day I took the boys out for a run and we did, I think it was 250 miles in about 6 hours. So doing an extra 50 mile, 100 mile is going to get you to the hotel about, I don't know, yeah, about 6, 7 o'clock at night. I don't really drink. And the other two boys are really antisocial, to be fair. So it's not as if we're going to be wanting to sit about a pub all night. So we're not aiming to get to like the hotel at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and go to the pub, and that's not the thing we're doing. Our sightseeing's going to be during the day as we're travelling to the next stop or the first stop or whatever. So yeah, that's the big trip for next year. The other reason why I picked September is off the back of what happened to me this year. So I'd booked to went to go to Europe, and I had kind of booked it, not officially, but kind of told everybody that I was going to Europe at the end of August for 6 days. And they came me about 2-3 weeks before I was about to leave, and I ended up having to cancel it because I had to look after my son. But yeah, kind of personal things happened, so I had to cancel my trip. So if I do it at the end of the start of September, there is no chance, and I'm giving everybody a year's notice, there is no chance for that to happen again. So that's kind of why it's September as well. So I've not decided about May, if I'm going to be doing anything in May yet. I don't fancy doing, because one of the things that Scottish Biking Abroad suggested was moving it to May and doing it in May. I don't want to do I told them I don't want to do a 2-week trip in May. I'm too busy work wise and I've got other commitments. But that doesn't mean I can't do a 6-day trip in May. So that could potentially be when I do a trip to Luxembourg. And then some of the boys I met at the ABR at the Scottish weekend, Motovloggers weekend, that's when they can go to Europe with me if they want to go. So that's potentially still could happen. So what else has been happening? I want to give a shout out to the guys at Ultimateaddons. So I've got a lot of stuff off the Ultimateaddons. I had an iPhone 12 Pro case, I had an XXL universal case, I've had a couple of mounts off them, maybe 3 or 4 mounts. And the other week there, I went to open my iPhone 14 case, even though it's not a 14 it's in it, it's a 15, exact same size phone. 14 Pro Max case, and this bit here snapped off. So I'd obviously spoke to him, couldn't really find my order for when I ordered that case originally, but obviously I've got it because I'm using it. And so obviously they couldn't do it under warranty and stuff, but because it was actually not the actual clip, but the mount for the clip snapped off, that was a bigger issue, because obviously it's a full new case you need. The case can still use, but it's not 100% watertight. So a wee bit of back and throwing, and I just kind of said, look, if you could do something to help me out, that'd be brilliant. If you can't, I totally understand. I got an email, I got a Facebook message Tuesday, basically saying they've got one and they're going to send it out to me. It's a goodwill gesture, because obviously I rave about them. I mean, my brother's got a universal case from them. My brother, Scottish Biker Abroad's got one, and that was the XXL one that I've got. A few of my mates have bought them because of me as well. Yeah, it's so a big shout out to Ultimateaddons for sorting out with a new iPhone 14 Pro Max case. That was very good of you. Thank you very much, well appreciated. But I did say that I'd give them a shout out, but to be fair, I shout them out in every video that I do. There's always a wee. So there will be a link in the description below for Ultimateaddons if you're looking for your travel cases. They're brilliant, I think they're amazing. So thanks again, Ultimateaddons. Update on Insta 360. I've done a fair few videos with them now. Well, with it now. Get around this corner before I start talking about the 360 wizardry. So yeah, I've done a couple of videos where to try and get used to it. Scottish Biker Abroad is over visiting family and stuff, and obviously I'm one of his family, I'm his brother. So he's visiting his daughter and stuff, his daughters and grandson with his wife. So we had dinner last night, and he was kind of going through some of the bits of the app. So now that I know it's the app that gets me. So if I make a flat video with it, I can edit it into my GoPro's no problem. That bit I find quite easy. Lining it up and stuff's quite easy, but it's actually editing the 360 footage that was a bit confusing. So he gave me some hints and tips last night, which I think is going to help. The other thing as well, which Duke on the Bike kind of pointed out, for me personally, doing videos like this, probably not the best kind of thing to use it for. I think when it's going to be really brilliant and good is for when we do the big trip. I think that's when it's going to be really good. I'm obviously going to use it and try it between now and obviously next year, and do another few videos with it, different positions and stuff like that. I've got this mount here that I've mounted on, so I can put it there if I want. I've got the selfie stick, I can put it in the back like you've probably seen one of the videos. I can mount it at the front so it's facing me down there, and there's loads of options for it, loads of options. But I think just for doing videos like this, I don't think it's any good for that. For videos like this, I'll stick to my GoPro 12 and my 11 mini. That'll be my day-to-day ride videos and stuff. Yeah. Or what I'll do is I've going out for a big day run, I will set it up on the bike, but only use it when and if I think it's going to be a good footage. My main thing I wanted it for was doing the big trips. Once the boys with the Tenerife start coming, and if just to get that different view, do you know what I mean? Because they two haven't got cameras, so I can stick it on one of their bikes and record the position for their bikes, and do you know what I mean? That sort of thing, that's what I'm thinking. My main camera is going to be the GoPro 12. That's my main camera. That's on me all the time because it's mounted, actually properly mounted to my helmet. This is going to be the camera all the time. So at the minimum it's going to be this camera, then these two cameras, and then the 360 when and if. As I've always said, I've never had an issue with my GoPro cameras, ever. I've never had lost footage, never had any audio gone wrong. The only footage I've ever lost, and it was nothing to do with the camera, was the Budapest trip gone to Goya. That was it, and that was my fault, not the camera's fault. So I'm a big GoPro fan. They've never done me wrong. Until they do, I'm always going to use GoPro. So if GoPro, if you're watching, if you're going to release that new 360, you want a tester, send me one. But there you go, there's a wee update for you. What's happening in the up and coming year. I know it's kind of early, so it's start of September, but because it's kind of planned and booked, I thought I'd keep you posted, and anything to do with the trip I'll keep you updated. Yeah, that's it. So hope you all stay safe, stay rubber side down, please like, subscribe and share, and remember, take life one mile at a time. Catch you later.